I'm Seth.
And I'm Drew.
And this is
Nerd Meeting the Nerd.
All right, everyone. We're back. We're playing Monster Hunter World on the IGN Top 100 Best Games of All Time.
Oh, yeah.
We're about to decide. This is the final episode of this particular game, and we're going to, I think, at the end, draw our conclusion after playing for 2 hours. What do you want to say about that 2-hour time frame there, Drew?
I want to make a statement. I'm an idiot. So I did my math wrong when it comes to time, because time math is harder than regular math. Okay. I thought for 5 episodes, 2 hours, I thought it was 20 minutes per episode. No, it's 24 minutes per episode. So our episodes have been around like 20 minutes. You can check because they're already posted. You can go look back. Hopefully you've watched the other ones. Okay. So, based on my further idiot math, we need to make this episode like 40-ish minutes. So anyway, future episodes, 25 minutes to give ourselves a buffer and stuff. So yeah. What's another thing that I'm like really stupid with? I'm pretty good at a lot of things. I don't want to like toot my own horn. What is something that I just can't? It's.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I also missed this.
Well, you trusted me, and that's your fault.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of
when it comes to like issues and like mistakes and stuff. Seth is way too trusting of me. And I think part of it is like, no, man, I trust you. And also it's part of like, dude, I don't want to look at that. Like, this is like 10 pages long. What the hell is wrong with you? And I'm like, man, I spent so much time on it. And can you just look over it? Perfect example. Hey, Seth, have you read that short story, the Christmas short story that I sent you? What is it? 2 years ago? I think it's just a year ago. Did you read that?
I started it. I did start it. I read a lot of it. In my defense, the way it printed on my printer, because I'm weird, dude. I can't. Let's confirm. Why? I can't read books or short stories like digitally. I've done it, but I don't like it. So in that case, I printed it off, and then I like started it, and then it got all like.
Okay, let's get this expedition underway. Meet me at the gate.
This sexpedition.
Yeah. And so then no.
Booking it.
We're gonna depart. Why?
Why? Yeah. Can you not depart? Is it because your character has to show? Oh yeah, dude. What the heck?
I keep doing this over and over again. Like
there's like a red pointer.
No, we're in the right place, but like. I think we're trying to go to the ancient forest.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess you couldn't.
I just kept doing stupidness.
You were trying to transport to the spot that you were already in.
Yeah, correct. But yeah, so the papers on the short story ended up getting shuffled around because like it'll be on the counter, and then like my wife will move it, and then like it's not numbered, and then I had so eventually I stopped reading it because it got like out of order.
Yeah. Sure. That's fine, man. It's just something that I put a lot of time and effort into. And,
I know. I'm a terrible friend.
I was hoping that I could get people to read it and give me their opinion so that I might like pursue publishing. But I'm not anymore because, it's just, I guess it just doesn't matter. I just don't matter. My writings and things don't matter.
Sorry, I'm trying to change the subject.
I know, clearly I don't matter because Seth just doesn't, he doesn't have anything to say on it. So I'm just here as the comic relief, the plucky comic relief, I guess. Sometimes I like being in these like really sad places. Like it makes you feel alive sometimes, like just... I don't know, man. Like depression sucks, but it does make the times when you're happier feel really good, like way better than it normally would. especially if you like realize that, like I feel better and I acknowledge that I feel better. Like that's nice, dude. That's a nice feeling to have.
I just wish I knew what to do.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, me too, man. And like not only with this, but like life in general, like I hope this works out, because this is great. This is fun and enjoyable, at least on my end. I hope people enjoy watching this, uh, you know, train wreck. Here's the thing. Like we've been YouTubers. It's such a weird thing to say. We've been YouTubers for 2 years, and this will mark, the next 2 years that we do. And we've learned a lot. We've really grown, and we've learned a lot of things that we will never use anymore. Like how to use certain softwares that we've just moved on from. In the early days, Seth was using an online based video editing software, and we use Premiere now, and it's so much easier and it's so much more robust. And that is not a plug for their software. There is other software that is equally as good and also cheaper. But sometimes it's just kind of you learn what you learn, and you just go for it, and I think the thirst for knowledge should be unquenching. That's keep learning, keep trying new things, because stagnation and mediocrity is the devil. It is the worst thing that anyone could ever do.
agreed. What was our expedition all about here? I think we're supposed to talk to these people.
Probably, yeah. I'm gonna teach you how to fish and stuff. I'm an outdoorsy type. You can tell by my hat. But aren't we all outdoorsy types? Because there ain't much indoorsy going on. I hope nothing that he said was important.
It wasn't. All right.
That guy's just there to, like, be the Theo Von, just to say weird stuff, and fish.
I think I'm done with the expedition portion of this. Like, let's just go hunt monsters for this last episode. And I think what we do is we talk to her. We're all the way
up. Yeah. Yeah. I do like her outfit though. Like I'm digging her vibe. It's very like macabre. It's very what we do in the shadows. Like she stands out in a sea of people covered in leather and metal. God, it sounds like a great weekend.
No doubt. It's loading. I hate these load screens. All right.
Okay. They're not bad though. The ones that are the worst are the ones where they put stuff on the screen that you can read, because they know it's going to take a while.
Nope. Okay. Optional. Let's do an optional. It's already fucking done. It's already completed.
Oh, dang, dude. Oh, events. Is this like stuff that you can do like online with other folks, like randos, strangers? I mean, I wouldn't mind, getting a stranger involved. That's all, folks. Son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?
Why is this?
Dude.
All right. Low rank expedition, ancient forests. We're looking for something. I think we're just literally walking around. Like, I think that's what we're supposed to do. Like, I think I was on the right track. I just didn't read any of the prompts. And so,
we gotta focus, man.
I think we gotta do better. We gotta do better in these games. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the feedback portion of this episode where I say
we still have plenty of time.
Well, but I just think it's like, I think in the future we've got to read some of this stuff, or I'm just gonna freaking lose it and not know what the heck is going on. So I think.
Okay, we got to look for the campsite.
Okay, all right.
Follow the will of wisp.
Open up your map or use your scout flies to track me.
Okay. Open up your fly to track things.
Whenever you leave the base without signing up for a quest, you'll go on an expedition. There's no time limit or cap on how many times you're allowed to faint, which means you can
Okay.
explore to your heart's content.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I like that. That's nice. We can faint till our heart's content. I think that's why like the NFL is in trouble because too many concussions and stuff. Like that's what's going to happen to you if you faint too often. Like that's a real element of a game. Like yeah, you get attacked by a monster and you faint and then you're recovered, but then as it keeps going on and you keep falling, like your intelligence kind of drops, or maybe you like lose skills that you once had and you have to like relearn them in a way. Did I just get like a little too dark from a game metric component?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, game designers out there, tell me if that's something that you do, or if there's a game out there that does that, because I'd like to play that.
Hello. All right. Mission. My field
I
is the Grimelkness and the Grimelkness.
Yep.
Yeah. New world. I wish to communicate with them and learn their lingo. Okay, he's a linguist, but these creaky old bones just can't keep up with the flighty little chaps. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Gnarly,
I get that.
Gnarly
That's real.
knuckles. Track them down. What do you say? You be doing an old man a favor. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, old man, you would be doing me a favor if you let me pick you up, turn you upside down, and spin you like a top. That's all I want to do with your hat. That's all I want to do. I just want to spin him like a little top, like a little dreidel. Just
How do I put my oh, okay. That's what it wants me to do.
yeah. Oh, climb down. Yeah.
Like I don't get to control the little fly things. It just does it for me.
Sure. Well, because I think it's kind of like a scent tracker, or like, oh, these are. I mean, that's kind of cool. Like
destination for your scout flies on the map.
Oh.
Scout flies. Ew. Yeah. All right. Is that like are scout flies? Is that like the specific bugs that bother the Boy Scouts of America when they're out like camping and stuff? Are those scout flies? This has been the horrible dad joke portion of this episode. Whoa! Man. I'm also I do like the day night kind of aesthetic. Like I'm assuming this is nighttime. I don't know if while we're like searching the sun will rise, or if it is event based. But I appreciate that. I like when days change in games and the environment like adjusts. Oh, you got red flies. Is that like lice?
I think something's gonna attack me is probably more likely.
Oh, yeah, the music changed. Or maybe that's just like climbing music, like epic climbing music. Oh, the trumpets are out. Yeah, something's going to go down.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I'm paralyzed. Dang it.
Oh. And it's twice because you're paralyzed. This has been a continuation of the horrible dad joke portion of this episode.
Yeah, this is... I don't know. I don't know what to do. So
Yeah,
dumb.
dude. Oh, this is delicious. Yeah, yeah, okay. All right, Seth, you win.
What?
When we do these games in the future, we'll pay more attention.
Yeah, I just don't think we're going to be able to get through like Final Fantasy without reading stuff. Like,
well, okay, okay. I will pitch this to people, and we say a lot of like, shout out in the comments, and not many people do. But this is, I am begging you, okay? I'm going to turn this into a short. I am begging you, please tell us your opinion on this. So we're doing the IGN top 100 games, best games of all time, and we are running them through the rigors, okay? Would you rather us have games that we haven't played? Would you rather it be a surprise to us? Or do you want us to like pre-plan for these and maybe play 30 minutes or so, get through the tutorial, and then either go through the tutorial again with you or start from when the tutorial ends and give you actually the meat and potatoes of the game. Please tell us what you want, because I am indecisive and Seth is just, I'll do whatever, man. Like,
I'm
and
along for the ride.
Yeah, I appreciate that about him, but I cannot make a decision to save my life. If there is a choice between steak or lobster, I'm going surf and turf because it's the best of both worlds.
That's right.
And that is Miley Cyrus's motto.
Well, I kind of figured out what the expedition is. Like you're literally just looking
Hunting?
Yeah, you're just messing around in like that area. I want to go hunt.
Everybody's doing a mess around.
Get this expedition underway.
I don't want an expedition anymore, dude. Can you shut it? All right. What's this?
Shut your butts, coconuts.
Okay, see, there's like
Yeah, there's little red dots. Are those like people with quests, or is that like a welcome to my shop? Here you can buy an upgrade to your scout flies. Or is that events? Yeah, see, I'm so confused, dude. I feel bad. I'm glad. Well, okay. I mean, I feel like we're gonna give this a pass or a buy. I don't know if that's a term that people would use in this situation, but I'm gonna try to sound like super smart right now, and then completely lie to you, and then admit that I'm lying to you. That was a long way to say absolutely nothing. I should go into politics.
You really
Zing.
should.
No, I can't. I mean, I'm an asshole, but I'm not that big of an asshole, dude. I mean, I am kind of heartless, but I do also have a heart. It's a give and take.
Okay, that's the smithy.
Yep, Smithy. I like your jingles. Ching, ching, ching,
Smitty.
ching. I like that.
It is nice. It's soothing. Oh, dude, this is just another way to get to the.
Oh.
I don't want to do an expedition anymore.
Yeah.
I really don't. Okay.
Well, so what is the forest waypoint? Like, is that it? Do you just do expeditions? Wait, is that your chick? Is she the one dressed up in the fancy stuff?
No.
Well, it sounds like her. I dig her hair, dude.
There's
Am I
got to be
falling
something.
in love with the emo chick in Monster Hunter? I don't know.
Dude, there's got to be something that we can do
There's
here.
got to be something that we can do here. Something. There has to be side quests and distractions. Otherwise, I'm gonna be mad, dude. I'm gonna be mad.
Yes, I'll accept the quest. Oh my God, just give me it.
Give it to me. Ding-a-ling. Okay.
God, let's do it. For the love
Yeah,
of...
because I would love to see another location. I would love to
Oh,
see
dude, this
another.
is this. I want to depart now. Depart
Yeah.
the quest with current party. Yes,
Yeah,
with just me, myself, and I.
and Gambit and your flight transportation.
Dino thing.
Yeah.
Up at the crack of dawn. Hunting monsters on your own can get tough. If you need a little help, send out a call to other hunters around the world. They can then join your quest and lend a hand. Open
like
the
that.
menu screen, head to the quest menu, and select Fire Flare.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
How do I even open that menu?
How do you fire flare? Oh, is it because you're in a town that you can't do it? You got to be like in an open space to do it. Because there's no monster here.
There it is.
Oh, okay. Wait. Yeah. Oh, fire SOS.
Yeah, that's
flare.
it.
Cool. Sweet. We're
All right,
learning.
Where
stuff.
are we going? Where are we going? What
Take
the
a look.
freaking
in
heck?
a book. Reading Rainbow and Monster Hunter. Did you do any research on the other Monster Hunter games or
Nah.
Okay. That's fine. And I'm not gonna bog us down with, doing Google searches and stuff. But I was just curious to know what the difference was between Monster Hunter World and then the other Monster Hunters that exist. Because I want to know if it's likened to like Skyrim and Oblivion versus Elder Scrolls Online, because I'm not a fan of Elder Scrolls Online. I like Elder Scrolls. I like the series. I like the people. I like that stuff. I appreciate it. However, when it comes to the online aspect, I don't have a lot of friends, and that is partially by choice. I'm not a huge social person. I'm social for my job, and so when I'm not working, I don't really want to be social, and I like having tight knit groups of friends that are all as mentally damaged as I am. So when it came to playing Elder Scrolls Online, I just couldn't take it, man. And plus, like the 9-year-olds with microphones
Yeah.
screaming in my ear. It's like I didn't really like. You turn it down and then you can't really hear what's going on in the game, and you're like, this just sucks. And then I'd be like, oh, cool, I'm gonna join this party to go on this quest that is way higher level than I am, and I'm gonna try to level up quickly so that I can actually play the game. Yeah, no, it didn't work. Like I beat like the big bad boss and got, here's 1,000 experience points. I'm like, ugh. Does nothing for me.
Yeah, I never played it. I kind of wanted to, but I just didn't.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, and that's the thing, man. To each their own. But one of the things that I'm really excited about is, spoiler alert, Skyrim. We've talked about it all this series. It is on our list. I have not played that game since it was released. When that game came, because I played Oblivion, fell in love with it. Such a great game, really enjoyed it. And then Skyrim came out. I got it, not day one, but I got it around launch time. And I played it until I platinum trophied it, and I conquered it, and it was done. Like, I was so proud of myself my whole life back then, and I miss this. It was wake up, go to work, come home, play Skyrim until I passed out on the couch, rinse and repeat. That was my whole life.
I do remember you telling me that.
Yeah, dude. And it was great, dude. It was so simple and easy. And I lost weight at that point in my life, too, because I didn't really eat anything. I was satiated by Skyrim. Yeah, man. So I'm super excited about being able to revisit that and see just maybe rekindle some memories, or it might be seeing it for the first time, because my memory ain't as good as it used to be,
I ain't as good as I once was.
Yeah. But I once was covered in fuzz.
Yeah, here we go. I think I got to sharpen my tool.
Oh.
Never a bad idea.
Yeah, it's good. You got it. Well, I will call myself a chef. There you go. I admitted to the internet that I know how to cook. Sharpening your knives is incredibly important. Because
is it hard to do?
No, it is. It's super easy. And okay, they make little gizmos and gadgets to make it super, super easy. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of all of them, but if it is the difference between you using a ridiculously dull knife or you using a tool that sharpens your knife but also depletes it at a faster rate than it should be, just use the tool. Sharpen your knives, okay? That is the best advice I could give anybody. Sharpen your knives, because and do not buy those ever sharp knives. It's total crap. It's total crap. Because they're ever sharp because they're serrated. And so when you're going at something and you're trying to chop it and you're trying to go quick, that's always when accidents happen, is when you're not super focused on what you're doing. And when you hit yourself with one of those ever sharp knives, you can feel every little tang getting into your flesh. It's you're just unzipping your skin.
Gross.
And it's horrible. It is horrible. And there's also no way to sharpen those knives. I mean, unless what you do is you like completely take off that edge, and then you just have regular knives that are just you have to sharpen and so whatever. But this is a perfect example. I was going through, I was I was processing a lot of vegetables, peppers, tomatoes, um, cabbage, like all kinds of stuff, dude. I was making this like dense bean salad, and as I was going through, I was feeling resistance, and I knew at that moment I was like, it's easy when it comes to tomatoes, dude. If you have to put pressure on your knife enough that tomato kind of like oozes out a little bit, your knife is not sharp enough. You need to sharpen your knife.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing, man. I tried cutting that and I was like, I have to put too much effort into this. Sharpened it up, cleaned it up real nice. I like butter, dude. Zipped through those tomatoes, no time flat, and it's great, man. I mean, that's so that's your helpful tip for the day. Helpful tip for the day, and additionally, you don't need to buy those like knife sets, with all the knives in it. You know what I mean? You need a good chef knife, a good like paring knife, like the tiny one. Those are great for like small projects.
Okay.
And then depending on, certain things, like then get a knife for that purpose. So if you're a person that likes making big roasts, get a carving knife and only use that knife for carving. Or maybe the occasional like watermelon, but again, you got to keep that knife super, super sharp. It makes carving so much easier. You can get that like wafer thin on your own, which is beautiful, wonderful experience. And then, but if you don't need a boning knife, I get a serrated knife because that is perfect for bread and bagels and stuff. But you don't need two. They always come with two. My personal opinion, if you're not making your own bread, the big loaves, get the small serrated knife. You can use it, kind of double it as a steak knife if you so choose. And then it's kind of a multitasker. It's not a unitasker.
You can embark on an expedition just by heading
So, and that's the thing. Like they always put in a chef knife, a longer knife that is, I guess, maybe for carving, but it sucks, dude. It's not good for carving. It's too thick. It's too heavy. It's unwieldy. And yeah, man, like just get the knife for the job that you're doing. It's like it's same argument with tools. You do not, if you are trying to build your tool chest, you do not need to go out and buy the giant Craftsman tool chest and buy socket sets and screwdriver sets and all this stuff. Buy what you need for the job that you're doing, and that is how you will build your tool collection. And it will only be with things that A, you know how to use, and B, things that you are going to use. I can't tell you how many things that I've purchased in a set, and it's like half of it goes unused.
No doubt.
So
about it.
This is the portion of the episode where Drew talks about knives for a really long time. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with that. That's yeah. What would you like to talk about, Seth? Or what would you like me to talk about while you focus on the game?
Well, I don't know, man. I'm just like, I guess we're going back, and I apologize, man. Like I feel like this has been kind of an experimental episode, which sucks because it's the first episode.
Well, first series, yeah.
Yeah, the first series. Yeah, you're right. This is technically the last episode. I just wish I had read more things and understood this game more. I'm going to be making my sort of recommendation based on incomplete information, I feel like, and that's on us, man. Like, we won't do it like that in the future. I feel like
it's a learning curve, man. This is a process, If we didn't have the potential to grow during this journey, then there's no point to do the journey.
Yeah.
Like this is we are going to be in 2 years, we're going to be changed men. Okay? We're going to be totally different. Hopefully, we'll be better for it. Hopefully, we will come out on the other side weathered, but in a good way. You know?
Yeah.
Not like in the I should probably buy new patio furniture next season kind of weathered,
Yeah, I mean, I think I really think that you just run around and do this, and I don't want to do that. I want to hunt
Yep.
monsters, but I think it's making us do this. Like, I think it's going to make us tool around and do this for a while before it's going to let
Yeah.
us like monster hunt more. And
Well, and to throw my overused phrase out there, I will say this. The game that we're playing next week is a game that I'm playing. And it's a game that I have played before. I've played every game in the series of these games. If you made it this far in the episode, spoiler alert, I'm playing Borderlands 2.
oh, nice.
And yeah, dude, I am so excited for you to experience that because again, I'm not a huge fan of first person shooters. And this was, I feel like, the first person shooter game that I really fell in love with because it's funky, it's weird, it's unique, and it is you do have quests, you do have main quests, side quests, fetch quests, things that are really stupid, but like in a fun way. And you can upgrade weapons and yeah, kind of armor, kind of, but it's just fun, dude. It's a good time. I'm overselling it. So the game sucks, dude. You're gonna hate it. It should balance everything out. But no, dude, I'm really looking forward to that because I think it should be a good time, you know. And then the next game that I'm playing is that is something that I may take a peek at early because it's something that neither of us have played before, and I think it's going to be kind of within the same like genre of game as this. So
Yeah, I'll let the cat out of the bag. My next game is Final Fantasy VII. We will be doing a lot of reading in that game.
yeah,
And I think we really tried to skip over stuff and just kind of like play this game and make it. I don't think you can make a decision. Like, I don't think you can hold anything against this game.
Yeah.
Considering we didn't read and
Yeah.
we are now stumbling around in the dark like dummies.
We struggled too much, but there are gamers out there like this. I'm one of them, dude. I just want to go, especially with a new game, dude. I want to go. I want to experience things. I want to get caught up in everything, and then I want that gradual build, dude. Like this, for me, this game, it bums me out because it is very like, oh nope, you gotta do these expeditions, you gotta do these quests. It's like, no, I just want to go and explore. I am a fan of when I start a game, I want to clean out the map. Any fog of war or whatever you want to call it. I traverse the entire map, and it's a great way to kind of figure out, certain spots, because if you get to a space and you are immediately taken out, that is a space where you are not the right level and you need to, go back the way you came and go back to the home base, whatever, starting point, and learn yourself up a little bit. But dude, I love cleaning out the map first frickin' thing. I'm going to avoid that in Borderlands. I'm gonna keep it, which that is my favorite map. Fog of War removal. I just love running around, and it's big open space, dude. I freaking love it. I get lost in it, but I'm gonna stick with quests. I'm gonna be very questy, and just to give you a real the real vibe. This is good. See, this is fun. Like, you just took out, 2 medium-sized dino monsters, and now you're struggling with its children.
Yeah. I think that's the whole point of this exploration portion of this is you're supposed to like do what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, grind a little bit. And I'm down for that, dude. I'm down for grinding. I mean, I did it a lot in high school at, homecoming and prom. But to me, grinding, let me go a little bit. Let me get a full vibe of the game, and then I'll grind. A perfect example is Pokemon.
Yeah.
I am so freaking excited. I mean, I will catch every new Pokemon that I see just right off the rip. but I am not going to start grinding until my whole team faints, and then I have to go back to a Poke Center, and then I will go to the nearest route, and I will farm. I will take out every stupid youngster or uh, fisherman or whatever the trainer is. I will take them down. And I
So
want to embarrass them.
So I have we've talked about this before offline, but I have a very different approach to Pokemon. Like sometimes I sneak around a little bit and I try to avoid fighting because I just don't feel like it. Like I'm like
Sure.
I just want to like grind to the next town, but then I'm the guy who always ends up like hitting that wall. It's like, well, you got to have at least 40 Pokemon to get into this gym, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
no, why didn't I just catch all those Pokemon? Or like the
Yeah.
worst is in Mario where you're supposed to collect like big coins and then you get to like you're like, oh, dude, I've done it. Like, I'm gonna beat the game, and then it's like, well, you can only play these other levels if you have X amount of coins. And then I have to go back and like,
Oh no.
I'm fighting him, dude. How are we doing on time? Like, I know this is a longer episode. Or
No,
whatever.
no. Time check for those at home. We are currently at 35 minutes, so
Oh.
we got about 5 to 10 minutes left. I mean, yeah.
Well, this is what I think. Like, I'm gonna try to multitask here. I think we called ourselves out, but like to kind of recap the call out, we didn't read a lot. I've stumbled around in the dark as a result. It's actually going to change the way we play some future games where it's probably going to be a little bit more ready, a little bit. If you watched our OG Zelda episodes, it'll be a little bit more like, not like walkthrough style, but like we will be like immersed in the game a little bit, especially on games like this where you need to read.
You need, yeah. I mean, like a throwback game, which is on the list, like Mega Man. I don't think there's going to be a lot of reading in that. It's going to be more just like go, go, go.
My opinion of this game is as such. I just had to like kind of caveat my comments by saying that because I realize that this is not the most complete opinion. I can see why this game is on this list. I think there's a lot to do in this game if you actually read and like go through the tutorials. There's it seems like there's a lot of crafting. There's a lot of quests and things to go on. It looks like there's a huge exploration aspect to this where you're like trying to rebuild and help the community. It's not just monster hunting. So yeah, I'm not gonna rate the game. I don't think that's the point. I think it deserves to be on the list. I think it's a beautiful looking game. And I think all that being said, that is why it is on this list to begin with. What are your thoughts on that?
Our thoughts, surprise, surprise, align, pretty well on this. I get it. It's visually stunning. It gives people a lot of variation in customization, which is cool. I know a lot of folks like that. Same thing with like, you have a variety of weapons to use. You can upgrade those weapons. You can get stronger. You can be better and take down bigger monsters. And there's a progression there. I dig it. I appreciate that. There are tiny men that you can imagine picking upside down and spinning them like a top. Fun, this game does have its downfalls. The freedom of play is not. It is a little limiting. It is not a complete open world. Do whatever the heck you want. And that's fine. Some people need a little bit more of that linear experience, and that's okay. I get it. It's a good game, dude. And it belongs on the list. Additionally, we're still figuring this stuff out. Maybe this is one of those games that we revisit after we've finished the list. And any game that we kind of screw up, we'll reevaluate according to the tastes of the people. So
yeah, no doubt. I think I need to spend. I don't know if I will replay what we've already played in my spare time or anything like that because I've not a very big appetite for that. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, my last comment is this, and I know like we're a bit long-winded. So if you're still watching, like
I love you.
Love you so much. I didn't mention this a lot. I alluded to it. I think the controls are a little bit clunky, and I don't know if that's
Yeah.
like it's not that old of a game, but
Yeah.
maybe it is in terms of like mechanics compared to newer games that I've played.
Sure.
I don't know. So that's my last comment. Deserves to be on the list. Thanks guys for watching. This has been fun.
Yeah.
We've been in this game for about 2 hours. We're gonna keep playing down this list, and
We'll see you with Borderlands 2 next week. And that's exciting because I get to play.
well, hit the subscribe button, follow the journey, and from all of us here at Nerd Leading the Nerd, come back soon.
Because we'll be waiting.
Nerd Leading the Nerd. We love to talk about all things nerdy. Nerd Leading the Nerd. We talk about pretty much everything we love here. Nerd Leading the Nerd. Seth and Drew are your friendly tour guides. Nerd Leading the Nerd. So sit back and relax and enjoy the ride with Nerd Leading the Nerd. What? Nerd Leading the Nerd.